I'm Brandon Campbell. I'm the Director of Small Business and Inclusion for the Little Rock Regional Chamber, and you're watching Our Story. I'm here at the beautiful Buenos Aires Grill Café in the heart of downtown Little Rock in the downtown River Market District. I'm here with Florencia Bruzatori, the owner of Buenos Aires Grill Café. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Now, you have an interesting story, and I just want you to share with our viewers out there. Tell us a little bit about the restaurant, and also what inspired you and your family to create this restaurant.
So my family and I moved here from Argentina about 16 years ago. We came here for my dad's career. He got an opportunity, and he came in ahead of us and quickly realized that Little Rock was a wonderful place to raise a family. And there were so many opportunities that my family could benefit from moving. So we moved here back in 2002, and we continued, to grow and develop as a family. Our culture is a mixture of Italian and Spanish, so food has always been the center of everything that we do. All of our memories growing up in Argentina, I remember it was always a big table full of food, family everywhere, and everybody was very involved in the cooking process, and good memories and sharing and stories always came along with that. Anytime you're breaking bread and drinking and doing, gathering around a table, it's always conducive of opening your heart and being able to further those relationships. And so for us, after we moved here, we quickly realized that there's not that many Argentinians here in Arkansas. And for me, it got to the point where I was also a little worried that I was going to start losing my culture, losing my roots. So as passing conversation, we threw around the idea of maybe one day owning a restaurant, and my mom always wanted to own a small little cafe. So we talked about it a few times and just never really paid much attention or detailed attention to the idea. And my mom makes this wonderful chimichurri sauce that is very popular in Argentina. It's like one of our main sauces that we use in all of our steaks and all of our meats. And so she started making the sauce, and my mom and I would go to the farmers markets around the central Arkansas area, and we would sell those, and we would sell out every single time. So then, we were like, maybe the opening of a restaurant idea is not that far off. It would be an opportunity for us to be able to share our culture, share our cuisine, which is very different than any other Latin American restaurants that you have in Central Arkansas. And it would also create a way for us to be more in tune and closer to our roots. And so we started developing a business plan, and we realized that it was something that we could attain as long as we were all willing to put in a lot of hard work. And so we started looking at locations, and we saw that the downtown River Market area would be great as the heart of our new home, and so here we are. We're in the Little Rock River Market, and we've been blessed to be here and share our culture with everybody.
So tell us about the atmosphere, what it's like on any given weekend here, and also describe the food culture of Argentina as well.
Sure. So our culture, again, everything always revolves around food and steaks and wine. So when you come in, our goal is to make you feel like you're at home. When you come in on a Friday or Saturday night, which are usually our busiest nights, if the weather is nice, you can sit out in the patio. We may have even somebody playing music outside. You will probably get greeted by my father. My dad is usually the host on the weeknights. And the whole family is involved on those days. You walk in, you get greeted by my dad. My brother and I are usually, the youngest ones, so we're like running around, so we can be the ones that are running from the kitchen to the floor, making sure that everything is going according to plan, overseeing the food that comes out. And then my mom is the social butterfly. She likes to talk about her chimichurri and just chat with all the tables and make sure that everybody's comfortable and enjoying the food. So Like I mentioned before, our cuisine is a mixture of Italian and Spanish. So there's a lot of red meat, there's a lot of vegetarian options as well, fresh, handmade empanadas. We have all kinds of different things. So, for us, it was a challenge at first to be able to introduce our food because, Latin America has so many different varieties of cultures and foods, and in Arkansas, Arkansas is really not exposed to that. It's only exposed to a certain area of Latin America. So for us coming in and being able to share a little piece of Latin America that is not something that Arkansas has experienced before has been exciting. And again, it's also a way for us to keep our roots grounded and stay in touch and don't let our culture die. And also share that with Arkansas and all the visitors that come through.
Now, every small business has its own set of challenges, but I wanted to ask you, what has led to your continued success, and how have you benefited from being a member of the Little Rock Regional Chamber?
So, of course, being a small business, family-owned business, has a lot of challenges. For us, the number one key has been staffing, being able to have a team that believes in the mission, and also make sure that they feel like they're part of the family. This is a family-run business, and so we want to make sure that whoever is in the kitchen or on the floor, wherever, whatever role they play in this business, that one, are passionate about what they do, they believe in what they do, and they also feel comfortable and feel a sense of home when they come to work. So staff, and of course finding that is not easy. You go through a lot of employees and you go through a lot of training, but finding those employees is key. Two, I would say that social media is key for any small business. Being able to have a good marketing strategy in your social media, being able to share all those dishes and just the history of the restaurant, the history of the family. That really is the only way to communicate with people out there that are, technology nowadays, everybody has a phone, everybody's on the computer, so it's a lot easier to get your message out with very little money. So social media has been key in our success. And of course, the chamber provides such a great way of networking, getting to meet people, getting to make contacts, and has a great network for us to be able to further develop our business.
Okay. And what are some of the business opportunities you see for your company being here in the River Market is going to help you continue to scale? So
the River Market area is great for us. I think that there's a lot of opportunities as far as our location because we continue to develop our business through catering. There's so many different office buildings surrounding our business, and so our hopes is that we can start further developing our connections and networks through those offices and through all the hotels that are in the area. Visitors provide a great clientele for us, and so we want to continue to develop those relationships. And the chamber has also been great in helping us get in touch with the right people and make those contacts so that we can get the word out and continue to develop that part of our business.
So tell us, what's next in the Buenos Aires Grill and Cafe store? What's the next? So,
of course, the sky is the limit, right? We would love to, 10 years from now, look back and have maybe like 10, 15 stores, introduce empanadas one, county at a time. But for us, being that we're only 2 years old, it's still very important to maintain our quality. We want to maintain what we have. We don't want to start developing further if we are not sure of being able to continue the high quality service and food. For us, the quality service, quality food is very important. We want to continue to maintain that and then start developing more business through our catering services. The chimichurri sauce, we are hoping that we'll be able to mass produce and start selling that and maybe getting some stores locally and then see where that takes us. But we're happy where we are now. We're happy with what we have, and so we want to maintain in baby steps baby steps. We're not, we're family owned. We just love being able to work together as a family. We love being able to share our culture. So if we happen to do great things after, franchise, then great. But if not, we just want to continue what we have and continue making those relationships and building those relationships with our clients and further those as time comes by.
Well, great. Thank you very much for having me on here. Thank y'all for watching our story. Come and check out Buenos Aires Grill Café here in the River Market. Call beforehand because it does get packed in here. Thank you, and I'm about to eat me some of this food. Try this. What's the name of the sauce?
Chimichurri.
Okay, chimichurri. I'm about to try that right now. Bye-bye.